Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you so much for being here. If you're new, hi, my name is Isha and I'm a software engineer by profession and I post videos every week on this channel. So currently we are doing MSN US series. Part 1 is already out. If you haven't watched it, the link will be in the bio. It's all about visa interview and all the stuff before coming to US, and this is gonna be the part 2 where I talk about the study curriculum here, how to book your tickets, when to book your tickets to come here, how to get scholarship, how to get on-campus job, etc, etc, etc. So I was not planning to put this video right after that video, like the next week, but I got an amazing response, a lot of questions from you guys, so I didn't want it to keep you guys waiting. So here we are with part 2. Again, I have my notes here and let's get started. Okay, so before you all come here, of course you're gonna book your flight. And one thing I would like to mention very specifically is whenever you sit down to book your flight, make sure the date of your flight or the day when you're landing in the United States is not more than 1 month before the start date on your I-20. Yeah, it sounded like some riddle, but let me put it out clear to you. So on your I-20 there's a start date and end date mentioned, so you can enter United States on your F1 visa only 30 days prior to the start date on your I-20 or the start date of your course. Before that you cannot enter, so make sure that you check that and then book your flights accordingly, otherwise you will be stopped at immigration like me. Let me tell you that story in short. It's like crazy. When I was coming here, I already had my elder brother here. He did his master's in computer science from CSU Long Beach and is working at Amazon. So I booked my flight I think 2 months before the start date on my I-20. I thought I'll spend some time with him, roam around in LA, enjoy, and then gonna go to my university place. So my flight was from Mumbai, if I'm not wrong, from Mumbai airport to Abu Dhabi, where I had my immigration and layover for 2 hours, and then my flight was from Abu Dhabi to Los Angeles. Now at Abu Dhabi, during immigration, I was stopped and I was sent to this place where they were taking interviews of some people like me who were stopped or had some issues. I got really scared because it was my first time flying, not first time, yeah, it was for my first time flying internationally alone. So I was like very scared because the layover was only of 2 hours and I had no idea like what was happening. So the immigration officer told me that you cannot enter the United States prior to this date and you have booked your flight, like you didn't see this, it was mentioned. I don't know how, but I think they have not specified it like very clearly somewhere. It's just like when you when you see that there are a lot of rules, or whenever you download a software you just click on I accept, there are too many things. It was something like that and I missed it. So I was there sitting and I started crying. I literally started crying. I called my brother, I called my mom, dad, and I told him like this is happening, they have stopped me, I'm here and I'm gonna miss my next flight. I don't know what is gonna happen, how will I come there? So I waited and waited and nothing happened for like next 45-50 minutes, and at that point I was very sure that I'm gonna miss my flight and maybe I'll have to do another flight, maybe I'll have to go back to India and then book another flight and come sometime later. I don't know what would have happened. So I went inside and that guy asked me like why didn't you see, and like how come you're coming so early? And then I explained him honestly, like I have my brother there and this is what my plan was. I wanted to stay with him for a while, do some shopping and etc, etc. So he understood it, but then he was, and I also had added tourist visa before that. I had a B12 which was still valid. So yeah, so I think that is why I got saved, because I already had a tourist visa, but still you need to come on your F1, right? You need your stamping. So I cried, I explained him everything, and then he was like, okay, but make sure you never do this next time. I was like, I promise I won't ever do it again, just let me go, I have my flight and I'll miss it. And he was like, yeah, go and don't repeat it. And I literally ran to the next terminal where I had to board, and I was the last person to board. And right after I boarded, I think it was 5 or 10 minutes after that, and the gates were closed. And I was like बाल बचे. I was like, क्या अगर मेरा नंबर नहीं आता, मुझे थोड़ी देर और वेट करना पड़ता तो मेरी फ्लाइट पक्का गई थी. I don't know मैं कैसे बच गई, but yeah, this is one story. So boys and girls, mark the date on your I-20 and बस ऐसी अगर आपका भी यहाँ पे कोई relative है, if you know someone, if you have friends, still make sure that you don't come 1 month से पहले. I don't want you guys to go through the same thing which I did. So सीख ले लो इससे. Now you are inside the United States, you are near your university. Soon there's gonna be an orientation which you'll enjoy. Just enjoy. Grab a lot of free stuff, a lot of t-shirts. I still wear my t-shirts. But sit with your seniors before you enroll for classes. Now again, you can't wait until the last point or the last moment, like a day or two before your class starts, to register for your classes, because there are few courses which are say mandatory or in which everyone is interested, and the class gets filled like very fast. Here, suppose 50 students are registering for same class, all 50 cannot attend the class. The limit is say 20 or 25. After that, you are in a wait list, and if someone doesn't show up or if someone drops, then you get to enroll in that class, and according to your number in the wait list. So sit with your seniors once you're there after 1 or 2 days. Ask them like which subjects are mandatory, which one they would suggest you to complete first, and in this you can totally trust them, I think, because I did. And I can very well tell someone like which subjects to take and which not if they're coming in my university. So make sure that you sit with your alumni and discuss. Enroll in class as soon as possible, at least a week early. That will be great for you guys. Another thing I would like to mention is don't miss your first day of classes, whatever subject it is, whatever the reason may be. Make sure you attend the first class, because the professors, like as I said, that there'll be waitlist, right? So the professors will take attendance. Some of the professors are like that, they'll take attendance, and if you didn't show up in your first class, they'll drop you and take other people who are in waitlist, because they think that they are more into the subject or they really want to attend and you're not taking it seriously. So if you don't show up, you're gonna be dropped by the professor. So make sure you attend the first few days of the classes. Now let me tell you about the study pattern here. It's kind of very similar to that in India. We have MSTs, which is mid-semester test, like we had it in, I think we all had it in India as well. At least I did it during my engineering midterm test. So it's the same thing. There's gonna be 2 or 1, again depend, or maybe 3. It totally depends on professors, they design it. So here it's not same for all the professors. Maybe one will take 1 MST while the other 2 will take 2. So it totally depends on how they design it, and also the weightage. So in one semester there's going to be a midterm test, there's going to be a finals, and there's going to be a project work, and according to that, and also assignments, and according to all these 4, they will divide all these categories out of 100% to like whatever weightage they wanted. So that again differs, but it's very similar to what we had in India. You have to give your midterms, of course, the best you can, because it affects a lot. I had one subject in which I think it was OS, जिसको मैंने बहुत lightly लिया क्योंकि OS में just पढ़ के गई थी like India से very recently, so I was pretty sure about it. But the way he designed the exam was like crazy, and I scored really well in midterm 2 and the finals, but only because of midterm 1 my grades dropped in that subject. So give your midterms very seriously after coming here. It's not like in India 10 marks का 20 marks का ज़्यादा weightage नहीं है. It will matter, and you will know the percentage in that subject, so prepare accordingly. Give your finals nice, of course. Assignments, you don't need to worry that much, but of course you'll have to work hard. You need to do your own assignments, but you can always make a group with your friends. You all can sit together in like campus library or at somewhere's place, and mostly you'll have to do it in a group. So that's a good thing. You can always work together and make a good project and assignments, and work hard in those projects. Don't take it just as a project work or just something for marks, because if it's good, if you are really making something out which stands out, then you can also add it in your resume, and this will be a 1+ point where in interview you'll have something to speak. This is something which you have recently made, and you can very nicely explain it in the interviews. Now when it comes to your cumulative GPA, people have questions, GPA matter करता है या नहीं job के लिए and everything. Job के लिए it doesn't matter. Yeah, like what they expect, the companies expect is you have above 3.5. So here GPA is out of 4. So if you have anywhere above 3.4, 3.5, you're good to go. You don't need to worry about GPA. उसके बाद कुछ फर्क नहीं पड़ता है कि कितना है. If you have decent one, it's good for them. But it's important if you want to get a scholarship on campus. So that is a plus point of maintaining a good grade. So try to maintain your GPA good, like it will also help you in getting scholarship and it will stand out in your resume, so there's no harm. But don't take it very lightly also, because if your GPA goes under 3 or 3.3, I'm not sure, you are placed into some category in which you will be shifted into a public university, if I'm not wrong, and like government type or something, and then you need to perform good and then your grades have to increase. Sorry, I'm not really sure about that, thank god. Never been there. If your exams well, you'll be easily able to maintain about 3.5. And also at this point it comes into consideration that it's good that your marks are not only dependent on your finals, because what if it's a bad day for you? So if you consistently perform good, you're good. Here professors, if you're performing good in everything, they'll give you A and B easily, so you don't need to worry about that. Okay, now coming to on-campus jobs. On-campus jobs, I would say, is not that difficult. Main thing you require for that is confidence and how well you can communicate or speak English. Now on your campus, of course, there's gonna be a lot of Americans and quite a good number of international students, so it's really important that you can speak English confidently and fluently. So that is what matters. Like there are different places where you can work on campus. You can work in the food court, so there are like Subways, Panda, Chipotle, Starbucks. You can work there. You can work in library, that's the best place to work. So I worked in library, my campus library, and it was amazing. It's very quiet in there, so that is a plus point. You can be a graduate assistant, you can be a teaching assistant. Now graduate research assistant is a really good one. You get like good pay. Of course, you get to learn a lot under your professor, so that is a one good thing you can do. You can also be a teaching assistant, of course, again that will help you. You can work anywhere. You can work in health center, so there are a lot of multiple options. You need to be curious. You need to go and check, ask people around, ask alumni around, like where can I see on-campus jobs. So in my case, my university had this website where you can go and click on campus and everything, and it will show you all the places or all the departments on campus which were hiring. So that is how I came to know. But also some departments don't put it out. You just have to go and ask. So also in a library, there was this administrative office where you can just go drop in your resume, and if there's any position empty in the library, they'll call you or they'll email you, whatever. So you need to be curious and keep looking for jobs. But at the same time, I think it is difficult to get on-campus job in the first semester itself. That is because the hiring is done usually in summer break or the winter break. That is the time when they train you so that you're ready for the coming semester. Keep looking and keep trying until you get one, because that is the best. So I became international ambassador for the semester of fall 2019, which was my third semester here. So our international office had a team of 5 people, 4 to 5 people, which were from different countries. Of like someone was from wow, I don't remember where my other ambassadors were from. Whatever, everyone is from different countries. I was representing what is happening with me? I was representing India, and yeah, so that was a one amazing experience. My job role was to be there in office at least 2 hours a week, and all other international students who came in that semester had to meet me at least once in the semester, so that we can check in with them, talk to them, see if they are facing any issues, and plan the events for the semester, which was again very much fun. So it is very great to do something like that, because you make a lot of friends, you connect with a lot of people, you connect with your international office. It was mainly a scholarship thing, but if you're already working on campus, they would pay you, right? So because I was already getting paid, I was given the international ambassador fee as a scholarship. So that semester I took 3 subjects, which was 9 credits, and I had to pay fee only for 6. So my 3 credit fee was waived off. So look out for those kind of opportunities as well. You will come to know once you come here from your alumni and everything. Again, keep an eye out, try to see whatever options you are getting, and try to work on different things, as many as you can, and make sure that it's safe. Now apart from this, you can try for internships. Again, internships right after coming here is difficult, because that time again there is not much internet. That time of course there's not much internet. That time of course there's not a lot of internship opportunities, but of course you can go for winter or summer, which is the main time when you can get an internship. Now if you're targeting summer, you need to make sure that you apply in fall itself by October or November. That is the time when they start taking applications, and they don't wait. If they say the deadline is, mostly there is no deadline, but even if they've mentioned it, it's not necessary that they are going to wait until that day to go through all the resumes. So first come first serve basis, you can take it like that. So make sure when you start looking for the internship during September or October, make a good resume. Take your time and build a really good resume which shows your coursework. If you like, I think one of the main thing is, if you don't have any job experience, which I faced, I didn't had any job experience. I directly came after my undergraduate to do my masters. So you need to make sure that there is a good number of projects which shows different kind of areas, different kind of languages you can work on, and of course at the end have good command on at least one of them. So that is one important thing to consider. Don't wait until the last moment that, okay, say it's a summer internship, it starts from June, so you're gonna wait and start applying in March, April. No, that is too late. You need to be active way before that. Okay, now let me answer a few questions which you guys sent me in after the first video in the comments.